When you have something you really want, whether it's more money or more love or career success or health, and you're going for it, but it's not working, what do? You try harder. You put in more effort. Well, what if there is a much easier way to get what you want? What is up, you amazing human? My name is Ben Hart, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how you can stop trying harder and instead do this to make a quantum leap toward what you want. If you dig the content I'm about to share, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. And if there's anybody in the world you think might benefit from what I'm sharing today, leave a comment below and hit the like button. It'll help them find it. All right, so how you can stop trying harder and get what you want. So I'm going to start by telling you a little story. This story comes from a man named Bryce Pritchett, who wrote a book called U Squared, U to the second power. And this book, really small book, has a lot of wisdom in it. It starts off with a story. So imagine that you are in a cafe and you're having a drink and reading a book, and it's pre-COVID times, so you're just doing your thing, chilling out, and all of a sudden you hear a buzzing and you hear some tapping, and you look over and there's a fly banging itself against the window. And this fly, is trying to get out, but it can't. And so it bangs against the window, plops down on the sill again, and then tries again. And you see this fly just putting so much effort into trying to bang through that window. It's just again and again, like its whole life force, just bang, 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 trying so hard to get out. And what you notice is that 10 feet away, there's a wide open door to the cafe. The fly could just turn around and fly right out. No effort at all, just out into the whole wide world. And instead, that fly is just continuing to bang itself against this window minute after minute, potentially hour after hour, potentially until it dies. The point of this story is, where are you being that fly? Where do you find something that you're up against and just keep banging your head against it? We live in a society that tells us that more effort, if we just try harder, we can have what we want. It's about perseverance and determination and commitment, which are all wonderful, wonderful things and very necessary. But the challenge is that we so often get in this place where we think that if we just try harder, it will work. And sometimes to make a leap, to completely change the paradigm, to make a quantum leap into a whole new outside world where there are no glass against our heads, all we have to do is make a slight shift. All that fly had to do was turn around. Maybe all we need to do is make a slight shift in our external environment or make a slight shift internally that completely changes the game. And it's a paradox here, like any good wisdom, it's a paradox because for sure, as I said, perseverance, determination, commitment are important to getting what we want in life. We need to try hard at times. We need to give ourselves fully at times. We need to marshal all of our life force and give it to what we feel like is ours to do at times. But it doesn't have to be hard. There's this other saying that comes from Richard Rudd, who's a teacher that I really respect, that is, easy is right. Easy is right. I know when I first heard that, I was like, I felt the dissonance in my system of all of the conditioning I have around trying really hard. That if I'm not trying hard, if I'm not struggling, if I'm not coming up against it, if I'm not determined and having to feel the grit, that I'm actually not doing it right. And the invitation here is to let go of some of that conditioning, because for sure we need to push ourselves at times. For sure we need to give it our all. But what if that can be in the space of it being easy? It doesn't have to be struggle. Challenge, taking on new tasks, pushing ourselves to the next limit can be easeful. It can be delightful. It can be joyful. And it can feel like a fly just flying out the door. It can feel like flow. And so my invitation to you is to feel, where might you be the fly in your life right now? Whether it's with, what I mentioned before, money, love, career, health, whatever the case may be. There's so many options for places that we think that if we just try harder, it will work. And sometimes we just try hard for years, bang our heads against that wall, bang our heads against that glass, never going anywhere until we're forced to try a new direction. And my invitation to you is to, like that fly banging itself against the glass, when it landed on the sill, all it needed to do was make a slight shift and look in the other direction. Try flying there. Sometimes what looks like it's the easiest thing is actually the hardest, is actually completely blocked. And if we just make a slight shift, just look at what other options might you have. Whether it's something in the external world that you can move differently with, or whether it's a shift inside, a different way you can think about it, a different way you could feel and relate to yourself about it. Whatever the case may be, feel into where can you have more flow? Where can it be easier? And in that, the opportunity may be that the door is wide open for you to have what you want, to move toward more of the life you would love, to make a quantum leap. All right, thanks so much for being with me today. If you dug this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. And also, if there's people you think would benefit from this video, leave a comment, hit the like button. It'll help them find it. Big love to you, you amazing human. Until next time, I'm Ben Hart.